Maybe listen to him speak. No matter what, just let it go.
Persuadable. Yeah, I'm gonna be super forward with this, right? General education requirements in the college system is fucking bullshit. It's so stupid. All right. Isn't that aggressive? Before we start this video, I want you to know something. This video is not about college and whether it's worth it. It's not about the overall problem with the institution of college and how to fix that either. It is specific to general education requirements. And we're going to talk about what that means. Okay? So general education requirements on average, okay, they make up between 1/3 and 1/2 of your career in undergrad. So your first undergrad is considered a 4-year degree. So half of that 4-year degree, you're doing general education courses. That's your math, your sciences, that's your English. Pretty much all of the shit that you have done in high school, for the most part, you have to spend a ridiculous amount of money, probably at minimum, at least at a 4-year institution, $25,000, right? Not necessarily the same for a community college. Just to relearn shit that you've already most likely learned in the first 4 years. Now, I don't want to talk about how expensive college is because it really depends. Are you in-state, out-of-state? Is it a 4-year degree? Let's not talk about graduate school. Everyone will be like, oh, well, there's grants and scholarships. That doesn't really exist in the medical field in graduate school anymore. Same thing with being a lawyer. So the price I don't want to talk too much about because we just know that college is expensive as shit. There's too many variables to talk about the average cost of college. You can go and Google it, and I could destroy every statistic that you give me. Because it really depends if you're in-state, out-of-state, 4-year degree, 2-year degree, go to a community college, you have scholarships, you have a grant, whatever. We're going to avoid that. One thing that we can agree is that college is like really high-end escorts. Very fucking expensive. It's a bad joke. So, my problem with general education, you're spending half of your fucking 4-year degree learning stuff that you most likely already have learned. You're going through the math again, you're going through the science again, you're going through the English again. Now, there are people out there that I'm not saying general education doesn't have benefits. Let me make that clear. This is not hyperbolic. General education courses have their benefits. My argument is that they're really not worth the amount of time and money that I've had to spend in order to accrue my degree, where the idea that I gotta go through William Shakespeare all over fucking again, when I've already learned it in high school and spend a ridiculous amount of money to learn critical thinking skills and language skills, is ridiculous because I can learn that in other courses as well that apply them. Now, my problem with general education courses, I've spent 2 years, I had to do Spanish all over again. I didn't want to learn Spanish all over again. I already did 4 years of it in high school. So why am I doing Spanish all over again when I have literally no desire to learn it on a college level? If I want to learn it, there's other ways that I can learn it outside of college. Why am I doing chemistry and biology again in college when I have already learned that in high school? Now, by the way, chemistry and biology actually refers to my degrees, so it would be worth it. My point is this. College is expensive, and gen eds do have their purpose. But the idea that everybody has to take them and waste 2 years of their life and waste a shitload of their money, there is a bridge program. You know, if you want to become an occupational therapist or a physical therapist, there are fast-track programs that can help you catch up to that. And not everybody comes out of college, or rather high school, ready to roll. But the idea that all of us have to waste half of our undergraduate degree in these sort of careers, I don't understand it. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. And we all agree that college has a really big, significant problem with cost. To get a 4-year degree can cost anywhere between $40,000 to $122,000, all the way up to $200,000, depending on what you're doing if you're out of state. And those are your choices as well. There are ways to reduce those costs, such as, again, if you can somehow get a scholarship and you're privileged enough to do so, or if you're in poverty and there's grants that can help you. You can even go to a community college instead of a 4-year to reduce your cost. That's why I don't want to focus on cost. But I think that gen eds are mostly bullshit. The idea that we have to go through courses that we have already gone through in high school all over again, especially fresh out of high school, is ridiculous. There are many in those 2 years. I have 3 separate degrees. I have a degree. I know, humble brag. Shut the fuck up, right? But I have a degree in psychology. I have a bachelor's in psychology. I have a bachelor's in sociology. I was getting a bachelor's in biology, and I decided to go the OT route with all of my biology background. Okay. And I didn't choose physical therapy because I felt like sociology and psychology was more incorporated in OT than PT. So it was based on just my former degrees that I had. And there are so many things in the general ed that I had to waste it turned me off of college. I didn't like college in the beginning. Most students actually don't finish college in 4 years. On average, the majority of students, I think, take about 6 years to finish a 4-year degree. So my problem with the institution of college is that most people fucking hate high school. Not the social aspect. Some people do, some people don't. But most people are like, why are we doing this? High school has its purposes. It's applied learning. Can you learn these things? And if you can learn them and apply them, then you can learn whatever you're desired in learning. But then you go to college and you're doing high school all over again, where college is supposed to allow the mind to flourish in topics that really interest them, and you make them take courses that they've already taken and that are completely irrelevant to their course degrees. It wastes time and it wastes money. So I'm not saying that there aren't good arguments to have gen eds. I'm saying that the amount of time and money in a modern capitalistic society, a post-industrial capitalistic society, makes it no longer worth it. Turns people off from the institution of college, and in really the foundation of a university, of college, etc., is beautiful. It was the idea that we wanted to learn outside of the Bible. Nothing wrong with the Bible if you believe in it or not. That's fine. It's a different video. I don't want to touch it. But the institution was based on the idea that Protestants and other individual groups could read outside of the Bible and allow their minds to flourish. It allowed our country to develop and innovate and lead the way for science. It's a beautiful thing. And we get robbed from it. General education is bullshit. If you want to be a lawyer, you don't need to read fucking William Shakespeare again. You already did it in high school. You could be taking more law classes that allow you to take the LSAT and prepare you even better to get into law school. There's so many better. It is not effective anymore. It is not. I'm sorry. But if you're going to try to become a social worker, why the fuck do you need to take physics? Now, physics could be good for somebody in OT or physical therapy or becoming an MD or going in the science realm. But the idea that we all have to do gen eds and waste $25,000 and a half of your fucking degree of your undergrad career relearning shit that doesn't really interest you, and then all of the arguments that try to say that it's worth it, I'm sorry, but relearning literature, learning about the 1918 not 1918, the 1898 Spanish-American War, learning Western history all over again, they have their benefits that I could do that outside of spending $25,000. I'm sorry, but learning about the Spanish-American War, which, by the way, is an amazing topic to study, has nothing to do with my career right now helping my patients. And I could have been using that time to learn an even more effective research and medicine strategies and OT. And I'm just simply saying this. Even if you don't know what you want to do outside of college, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of time, and there are valid reasons why people don't want to go to college. As somebody who's been in college for a long time, as somebody who is a clinician, I love the college system. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think that it has its flaws. It always has been, especially with prejudice and sexism, right? That's why there's women's colleges, because a lot of universities wouldn't allow women in them. It's tainted as well. The college interview process by Andrew Delbanco suggests that it was because people couldn't tell if you were Christian or Jewish, so then you would come into the interview process and they could see your yarmulke. There's a lot of flaws to the process, but I'm telling you, it's a beautiful system in the end, and we can make it better, and gen eds fucking suck. That is my argument. Gen eds are bullshit. well, I shouldn't say that. They're not worth it. They cost too much time. They cost too much money. It turns people off of the college system. And I genuinely think that the best way that we could start shaping our universities is start taking some advice from vocational schools and applying that to our degrees in a better, more efficient manner, because this is nonsense. Tell me your opinions. Bye.